Hi everybody, it's Vic Solo here. I'm going to talk today about empires and puzzles, specifically our war setup and how we are picking our opponents. We'll go to our Lines tab here, click on our war, the battlefield. So, click on me here. We have our team. We have our main tank in the very center, who is Boral. He's got a defense of 810. But more importantly, he's got a special of a counterattack to the players, the heroes left and to the right of him, and as well as himself. 115% of the damage he receives, or the heroes beside him receive, is reflected back. So if someone hits me hard, unfortunately, they get hit harder. A lot of the time, especially when the computer is auto-attacking for our opponents, it's hitting us and killing their opponents. We have healers. One of the best healers in the game, in my opinion, Kashrek, heals Boral and the healer we have beside him, kind of creating an endless, even if my two heavy hitter offensive specials in Chao and Sartana go off. If they die, I still have three people who, because of Boral's counterattack ability, can still do a good amount of damage on the on the enemy's turn. And I've won a ton of matches just with those three left, and just healing, getting Boral's special ability off, and just outlasting basically the other opponent. So that's my war setup, and that's how I have it. I could alternate the heroes and put one of my offensive weapons towards to the other side, but so far I found this pretty much a fine setup for me. So let's go and pick someone to fight. We'll go to our raid team here, which is the same as my defense team. If your 5 strongest people for your defense team is all one color, even better. It makes people either skip you entirely or designate a team of the counteract color to try and take you out. Because if you're attacking a person with, say, 5 red, and you have 1 of each color, already 2 of your colors are pretty much neutralized. 1 who obviously hits for weaker, and 1 who hits for, it says regular, but I find it slightly less than regular. And it's usually not offset with the third, so if your team's red, it would be, I guess, green. Green hitting the red, or is it blue? The strong one doesn't offset, I find, the weak one and the normal one. Obviously, 5 probably yellow, 5 probably purple would be better. No, it wouldn't. Well, I guess, yeah, it would, because, no, off on a tangent. Anyway, we'll save that for another day. So let's pick someone. Right away, we get someone who, basically the same as us, 3,489 for their team power. They have a hell of a guy up front, though. He hits hard, 300% of the damage, and he heals himself. Plus, most importantly, he's got that fast mana speed. So all the attacks, especially in the middle, that go off, he's going to get both his damage and his heal off extremely quick. And because he's in the middle, it's just not worth it for us to attack him. So we'll re-roll. 38. We'll just stay away from the higher ones. We'll look for someone about average. So here we have one. Average mana speed in the middle. Plus, she deals out her damage across the board. Works in our favor because not only does she not build her mana speed up fast, but she's going to hit, if Boral has a special up, 3 of our characters that have the counterattack ability Got a healer on either side, average and average, and on the end, slow mana speed and average mana speed. So we're not really too afraid of this person. We should win pretty handily. As we attack, where you want to focus when you're attacking is near the top of the board. As you attack near the top of the board, all the gems travel up. So as the gems travel up, you get more and more chances for combinations and for more colors to align themselves. If you attack near the bottom, you're only, say if you use this bottom row down here, then you only have a chance for one tile to slide up, and therefore you're not hitting for as many matches as you could. I see a combination halfway up here, so we're going to hit this first. And then this sets up a combination right here. And then we're going to just try and keep our target in the middle, because we're not really afraid, even though we lose some mana, we're not really afraid of his special up front. We want to just keep pushing damage and get our special to go off, and hopefully get Boral's to go off. So right here, we get to fire a Death Strike off, and we are basically almost 5v4ing it. Chow's got attack where 25% of the mana is reduced, so we want to pick on one of his healers to try and reduce their mana pool. And we're going to pick on this one. Green. And now we're going to set off our green gem. We're going to get one of the heals off, but so are we. And now we have our special activated. Okay, I'm going to go for maybe a combinational setup here, and it did. Sometimes you got to go with your gut a bit. So we'll make our 5-star setup. Unfortunately, he's going to get another special off. So that kind of hurts us. But we're going to get ours off too. And now we are close to 5v4 or 4v3 in it. This one's going to hurt a bit. And we'll probably end up in a situation where we have just our healer and tank alive, which is fine. Again, with our setup, we can afford that. You kind of want to play to your strengths of your team. So saying that, we want a red match here that's going to match up 4. And then this will set up a little more red. Activate our Boral. And as you can see, that puts him in a worse situation than it does us. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to punish it as much. We're going to try and do that, because what we want is we don't want to activate his special, and we kind of want him to attack, and hopefully attack one of either the 2 people with the counterattack. So what we're going to kind of do is we're going to offshoot and focus on the other side of the board for a second to try to avoid setting off just like that. So now we're in a great set. We'll get him to activate a special. And again, we're just trying to push damage now. Get Boral back to active. Heal up. And this should hurt him more than it hurts us. Again, we're focused on trying to get as the red and the green and the red, or the red, the green, and the blue to match, to just keep our specials alive. And if we got nothing, we don't want to try and build up his mana more than we have to. We did that just to get a blue. And now it's kind of all over but the crying. So now we're just trying to push his special to come off. We got nothing on that side of the board though, unfortunately. There we go. So now his special will go off and probably be close to killing him. Again, a lot of that is just playing to the strength of our team. It wasn't very pretty. We lost our one side pretty quick, our damage side. But again, because we know our team and because of the way we picked our opponents and kind of picked off a few of their important characters, in the long run, we knew we could outlast them. And in a war, it doesn't matter how you win, as long as you win. At worst, if we lose that towards the end for some reason, we've seriously damaged his side of the board, killed off his healers, because that's who we focused on first. And that helps all but one of his healers. That helps our other team members because they might be able to throw some of their lower levels, you know, at two guys kind of deal. So there we have it. There's a quick war. I mean a quick war breakdown. If everybody likes this, and I find it easier to kind of explain in a video than by just simple questions. So if you like it, ask more questions and I'll make more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it.